Okay, so now I did a row of single crochets. Now I will show you how to do the half double crochet. So being at the end of the row, we need to turn and go back, which means we need to do our chain 1. So we will chain 1, and with crochet work we always work towards the left. So this means that we have to turn our work. So we just flip it, and now we are ready to work back to the left side. So with the half double crochet, it is the concept of the single crochet, but before we start with our half double crochet, or before we put our hook into the stitch, with a half double crochet we yarn over first. And what that looks like is you take your hook, put it on the inside of your yarn, and yarn over. So let's do that again. You take the hook, put it on the inside of your yarn, and yarn over the hook. Now that the yarn is on our hook, we take it, we're going to put it into the very first stitch that we have here, the very first hole, put it in. Now we are going to pull through this yarn. So hook the yarn, hook, turn your hook a little bit so that it's towards your fingers, the hook pointing towards your fingers, and pull through gently. Keep this finger relaxed, do not pull up tight, just keep it nice and relaxed, and you can pull it gently through the hole. Now instead of having only 2 loops on our hook, now we have 3 loops and 3, all 3, and that is a half double crochet. So let's do that one more time. Where we'll be inserting our stitches is in every kind of hole that you see right next to every stitch. So in this part, in that part, in that part, that part, that part. So that was just to show you where exactly to place the stitches. They're a lot easier to see than the first 2 rows. Alright, so we are going to yarn over. So place your hook on the inside of your yarn, yarn over, put it in the hole, yarn over, turn your hook towards your fingers, gently pull through, just pull up a little bit so that we have space to work with, yarn over and pull through. I'm doing this very slowly so that you can see. I'm going to do the next one a little bit faster. So yarn over, put it in, yarn over, pull through. Now we have 3 loops on our hook, 1, 2, 3, and just if it looks a little bit tight here like this, just pull it up nice so that we have space to work with. The space is very important. Yarn over and pull through. Now you're going to do this until the end of your row. Okay, so I finished my half double crochets. Now I am going to show you guys what to do according to the pattern. I have not shown you the next row yet. If you guys are coming on Saturday, that is totally fine, and we can do it on Saturday. If you would like to get started in the meantime before Saturday, this is why I am just showing you guys how to do it. So we are going to go to row 2. Row 2 says CH, which stands for chain 1. Now the page before this one, all the abbreviations are on there. So there are all the abbreviations. CH chains, half double crochet, front loop only, back loop only. Okay, so chain 1, front loop only, half double crochet in the first stitch, back loop only, half double crochet in the second stitch, alternate between FLO and BLO, half double crochet until the end of the row. Now I'm sure that sounded very complicated, but it's not. Let me show you guys. So before, let me just pull that chain loose. Before I do my chain 1, I'm going to show you guys where we will be putting our hook in. So our stitches. When I turn it like this, you can see the stitches look like these. There's that loop, and again that loop. 2 loops for 1 stitch. Now when we hold it like this, we are going to be crocheting left. For every stitch, there is a back loop, and a front loop. Back loop, front loop, back loop, front loop. So when it says, let me do my chain 1 first and turn. So chain 1, turn. When it says front loop only, half double crochet, we will be placing our half double crochet literally in only this front loop. That is it. We do not go through anything else. So how this will look is, before we put our hook in, we are doing a half double crochet, meaning we yarn over first. So we put our hook on the inside of our yarn and yarn over. Then we look for our front loop, which is this one right here, and we put it only under that one. It slipped off, so let me do my yarn over again. Yarn over. I'm just holding it at a weird angle so you guys can see. Yarn over, put it under the bottom. You don't have to hold it like this. I'm just going to show you. Only under the front loop, like that. So it looks like this. Then you are going to yarn over, turn your hook towards your fingers and gently pull through. There are 3 loops on your hook. Yarn over, pull through all 3. Now let me just hold it normally so you guys can see. Alright, before I do that, now you can see I worked through the front loop. The back loop is still there, not worked in. It's supposed to look like that. Let's do the next one. The next one, the pattern says, so we just did our front loop only, half double crochet in the first stitch, back loop only, half double crochet in the second stitch. So now we're going to do exactly the same thing, only in the back loop. So we are going to yarn over. In our next stitch, we are not going to go under the first one. We are going to turn, flip our work a little bit like that so we can see the back loop, and we are going to put it only under the back loop. Now it is essential to do this very gently, because if your work is going to be tight, you will not see your loops. So gently pull through. If it's a little tight, pull up. Yarn over, pull through all 3. Now you can see the front loop here is not worked in, only the back loop. Now we're going to do the front loop again. Yarn over, put in front loop here, front loop, yarn over, pull through, 3 loops on the hook, yarn over, pull through. Now we are going to do the back loop. Yarn over, put it there into our back loop, yarn over, pull through gently, pull up a little bit, yarn over, pull through. And this is what it is going to look like. It is going to look like